friends. Chris Kelly here. Hey, end of the week. Time to take a look at stats. What's going on in the Portland metro world of real estate and all of that good stuff. So let's, without further ado, let's dive right in. Let's see here. All right. So the weekly market activity report, the graphic that we put out every week, listings, sold listings bounced back up after kind of a weird, anomalous small week or a week of low closings. Pendings are up quite a bit from this time last year. So some of that's just time of year, and rates have edged down, and I think people recognize that because they hear it. And so, more people could be entering the market finally, which is great. I mean, these are not dramatically large numbers. These were just much lower numbers in the year prior. So as far as market time, I kind of said plus or minus 1 month and plus or minus 2 months for median and average time on market, respectively. And that's largely the case. It's gone up a little bit, 36 and 69. And the average and median sales price has come down a little bit, but you can see it's super similar to last year and super similar to the year before and really pretty similar to the year before that. So that part hasn't really changed too dramatic. It tends to bounce around a little bit. So at any rate, nothing terribly dramatic. I wanted to, we get that RMLS market action report once a month, and that just came out for the month of November, which is October's data. So I thought we'd take a peek at that. So inventory in months, right? If no new inventory comes to market, how long would it take at the rate of sales for inventory to be sold out? And that's kind of what this graph or this number is an indication of. And it dropped quite a bit, which is sort of odd. I think that that's reflected in the high number of pending transactions. So, I mean, that's a decently large month over month jump from 3.8 to 3.1. That means the pace of the market quickened. I don't see that week over week in the average and median days on the market. So, but I think what this also factors in though is inventory numbers. What are the active inventory numbers? And what are the rate of things being sold? And we're going to get into that. So that could explain, if not in all of this, a good piece of this. So, all right, I'm going to jump into the active residential listings. And I've mentioned this before, that this gap was pretty significant, or not huge, but it was different. You can see year over year, 2023, 2024, 2025. This is the number of active residential listings in all of Portland Metro, Tri-County in particular. So what you can see in this is that number is coming down, and it's coming a lot closer to matching inventory numbers at this time last year's, which was through October. So this could have a lot to do with that number changing from 3.8 to 3.1 in the inventory in months graphic. So let's see, pending sales, pretty similar too. I mean, you can see pending sales spiked a little bit in August, but they're now fairly in alignment in general terms. This is year to date in information rather than week over week, which is what I typically look at with the graphics of the graphic that we put out. But you can see that we've kind of hit the same place that we were by this time last year in terms of the rate of a number of pending sales in a given month. So, and then lastly, of course, closed sales. And those have largely emulated last year, but slightly above. So we've actually closed slightly more sales. It's not dramatically different, but it's different. And this is, all of this is to say, the market's not dead. The market hasn't even died. I mean, it looks a lot the same as it has the last couple of years. And I show that in all of these different ways. And when you look at it week over week, month over month, year to date, the actual numbers versus plotted on a graph. I mean, it all basically says the same thing. The market's still going on, market's still happening, actually at a slightly better rate as far as closed sales, but it's been by and large kind of a steady Eddie circumstance. The fact that we've had more inventory month over month and year to date has just given buyers more choice. So the one thing that I haven't ever figured out how to do in our market action documents or in the MLS system is figure out the actual number of sale fails. I'm not sure that that's even possible to do accurately with our data. That would really be helpful to see both listings that failed to sell and just got pulled, or deals that went together and didn't stay together, sale fails. If somebody knows how to do that, I'm all ears, but I have never figured out how to accurately assemble that information, or believe you, I would. Believe you me. Anyway, you know what? It's still a good time to be doing what you want to do. Interest rates have been kind of right at. I've talked to a few different lenders actually this week, and interest rates in a perfect world are at or right under 6% for 30-year conventional money, 5.9, let's say. You can get a better rate at a cost. FHA money, quite a bit lower, 5.25-ish, and VA money, 5.5, 5 5/8. So money's in the fives, government money, VA, FHA money is in the fives. Conventional money, it is in a perfect world, but really it isn't. For somebody that doesn't have 820 credit and isn't putting 25+% down, the cost is going to be slightly higher. Might be an eighth, might be a quarter, might be 3/8, but it just depends on your individual circumstances. The long and short of it is money just hasn't quite moved down enough to really bring people back into the market in droves. And couple that with just the variety of uncertainties and perceived things that are perceived as being a cause of anxiety for many. I put it that way on purpose because I listen to people's concerns all the time. And you know what? There's really no such thing as unfounded concerns when it comes to you and your decision, deciding to make the largest purchase of your life or make the largest financial decision, a move of some kind in most people's lives. So is it unfounded? Maybe, but it isn't to them. Therefore, it isn't to me. So the fact of the matter is that there is an uncertainty that exists, and that influences people's decision making or the decision to pause. So anyway, I kind of wanted to touch base on that. Lastly, of course, I didn't grab. I think I have it right here. Actually, I didn't grab graphic. Let me see if I can reduce me. Yeah, there we go. So save the date. It's coming right up. Can't believe it. The Tuesday, it's always the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And so we do it out at Paradise Acres in Damascus. It's just a spectacular venue. Those folks have really outdone themselves with what they've created out there. So it's become a really cool place for us to use to meet, with our best people and give them a pie and have a hug and have some chili and just spend a little time kind of kicking off that holiday season, if you will. So if you think you can make it and you'd like to come out and you'd like a pie, it'd be great if you could let us know in advance so we kind of know how many to order. We order a lot of them, but I've only ran out of pies once in all the years I've done this. So anyway, I look forward to that and certainly look forward to seeing you if you can make it. And in general, and as always, if something's going on that I can be of help with, reach out. Let's talk about it. Once I understand your circumstances, it's usually the case that I can give you some decent input on maybe what to consider doing. So I love what I do and I love helping. So let me know what I can be doing. All right. Till the next time.